Hello students. So let's start the another topic of this week, the information driven global value chain. So here you can find that the information driven global value chain is related with the industrial aspects of IoT systems. Okay. So here we are learning about the IoT system. See students, the IoT is a emerging field of the future, and you should understand these things because these things may able to provide you another career in the growing architecture of the electronics and communication. So you may get a very good career in this field, but the point is this, that how you are you able to implement the things at the industrial level or not. So this is a good opportunity for you, that you are getting this type of the important course in your curriculum, by which you can understand the things actually, that how the IoT things works and how these IoT is implemented in the industrial architecture. Okay. So you should know that how these things can be used commercially. Okay. So now it is an information driven global value chain. Now see, that's what is this. There are five fundamental roles within the IGVC. IGVC is information driven global value chain. So that companies and other actors are forming around. So this IGVC basically adopted by companies and other important factors of the industries, which are adopted by them, so that the actual economy of IoT can be accomplished. So what are these five factors? These are inputs, these are sensors, RFIDs and others, end users, data factories, service providers or data wholesalers, intermediaries, and resellers. So these all are the information driven global value chain, you can say. And this has the five fundamental roles. So what are the inputs? You may need the inputs from the various things. For example, you may get the inputs from the society, that which type of the devices and internet they need, internet of things they need. For example, internet of vehicles. So we may require to manage the vehicles on the road. So that is IOV may provide you very good features by which you can monitor the vehicles. You can monitor the accidents on the roads. You can monitor the movement of the traffics on the road. So all these things can be accomplished by means of these inputs. So we need the inputs from the society. Okay. So here you can see that how we can use them in our industrial model. So next is your sensors, RFID and other devices. So basically what we need actually, we need to sense the physical quantity by means of our sensors, and these sensors data we need actually from the IoT devices, because if we don't get this data, then this will be very hard for us, that how to implement the architecture on the IoT framework. Okay. So sensors data is required, and the sensor is the very basic fundamental unit of the IoT, and the sensors are attached with the Internet of Things devices, and these sensors provide us information and data, and this data is used by the users. Okay. Who are the end users? So end users are basically those who use this data, right? For example, if you want the data of temperature of USA, then you can find it at your laptop or palm top or mobile, just by typing the data of the temperature of USA. That's it, on Google, right? So all the sensors attached over there can provide you the data of temperature of there. It is very simple example, right? So you become the end user, so you will become the end user for that case. Fine. For example, if it is a home automation case, then if you want to use the home deploy the system deployed at your home, if you want to use it and if you want to actuate it, then you can just simply push the commands for the to control these devices from your IoT devices, for example your mobile phone or some laptop. So you become that, for that case you become the end users. So for the IoT chain, for the IGVC chain, we need to find that who is our end user and what he can provide us, right? So that is important for us. Next is data factory. So whatever the data generated in the whole environment is basically captured in a data factory, and this data factory is basically segregate the data. For example, information of users, information of different sensors, information of different vehicles, and such type of the data is defined by the data factories. So many data factories are there. For example, AWS, Amazon Web Services, and Google Cloud Platforms. So these all data services, data factories are basically store the data. Heroku is also there, stores the data and segregate the data accordingly. Next is our service providers and data wholesalers. So as I just told you that AWS is our service provider, Google Home is our service provider. You can find them on the internet also, and ThinkSpeak. These all are the Heroku. So these all are the service provider and data wholesalers. So you can contact them for the data, for different type of the data, that which type of the data you required, and you can also have the service from them for the IoT. Intermediaries are those who are between the data providers and the end users, right? Service providers and the end users. So basically in India it is very much in India these two type of things are very much implementable. For example, intermediaries and resellers. So these two things are basically using they are in India it is very popular that how the companies mostly work in that two domains. So intermediaries are basically those by which end users just put some queries and they take the data and they provide them a useful data from the data wholesaler. So many companies are there for that case. So resellers are again those who just take the devices and services from the service providers and manufacturers of IoT and then provide them to the end users. So that is how this IGVC developed, and that is how this works. That's how it works for the IoT global chain. So thank you for this lecture. We will meet you next time. Yeah, one thing remain over here. This one. So here you can find the global IDVC chain, and there are some inputs. These inputs providing the production manufacturing, then it is going to the processing, then it is going to packaging, and then it is going to distribution and making and marketing. So in the inputs there may be RFID, search history, social network. So these all types of things are there. Next is your clothes selected, which type of the clothes tried on, clothes rejected. So this type of the data, whenever you go in a market, so this type of the data you can easily select from the any of your mall or any of your shopping complex. So next, it is just an example. So this is a you can say this is a example of your application of the IoT system in the industrial domain. So in the search history, which type of the clothes are searched and which type at which stores they are founded, social network, which age, social economic status, employers, so these all things are there. OSS and BSS layer, so locate dates and corporate database of floor layouts, route taken. So these all things goes in the data analytics, and goes it also goes in the knowledge frameworks. So that is information marketplace, and this information marketplace is basically important for us where processing and packaging occurs. Okay. And next at the end the distribution and the marketing happens, and in that case customer interest in product, which type of the customer which type of the product is wanted by the customer, and information product for resale. So these type of the things are possible by means of IoT. Okay. So it is enough for this lecture. So you can find these things for another examples also. So thank you for this lecture.